What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Bodycam Vibes. Back with another Bodycam video we're going to discuss and react today. Shout out to our favorite ones, EWU Bodycam, for this video. I can tell by the title this could be very interesting. So let's just get into it.
Nightmare becomes reality at a Reno, Nevada casino when AI facial recognition technology misidentifies someone, leading to a wrongful arrest and lands an innocent man behind bars.
What the good is the ID then? Why do I even carry that mother?
The following is based on official police records, and the footage has never been seen before until now. Please note that all persons charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law. On September 17, 2023, the Peppermill Casino calls the Reno Police Department to report that a trespasser has unlawfully returned to the casino. They report that they have the man in custody, but he's claiming to go by an entirely different name than the man they've previously trespassed. Officer Richard Jagger arrives at the casino at 5:48 a.m.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Oh, thank God you're here.
The man declaring his relief at the sight of the officer is 40-year-old Jason Killinger, who is accused of trespassing at the Peppermill Casino.
So what's going on?
So we got this suspicious alert, prior trespasser,
Okay.
and we made contact with him, arrested him, and he claimed that wasn't him. And
What does my
so
name
we're just
say
trying
on
to
the ID?
get you guys to make a phone call if it's with him or not.
So what's the issue, you guys? Did he have a different driver's license or a secondary one, or has he got more property than just this one?
Just those effects right there, and that's it.
Me out and stuff.
1 second, pal.
But no other forms of identification. Things in his pocket.
And you guys ran this information through our dispatch?
Through your guys' dispatch? No. Through ours, comes back as that being who he says he is on his ID, but that's what we went off right there.
Yeah, and this is one of those things, you guys have this fancy software that does all this stuff, so it's like...
Officer, what's your name?
1 second, man.
A few months earlier, a man named Michael had been trespassed from the casino for sleeping on the premises.
All right, man. So this is who you are?
Yes. What your Miss Jagger? Is your first name or last name?
Last name.
All right, Mr. Jagger. Yes, that is who I am. I drive the semis for UPS. I am not Mike. I don't know nothing about Mike. I'm a craps player here. Look, there's my socks for
Okay.
UPS. Can you please, you got a gun here. Will
So
you
when-
please take me out of these cuffs? My shoulders are killing me.
You're gonna sit there for a minute, man. So, when he gave you this information, did you guys verify it against an ID, or how does that work?
So in that report there's an ID on there as well, and we can show you that one.
Okay.
Jason, a long combination vehicle driver, had been playing craps until about 3 a.m. when he decided to leave the Peppermill and go to the Atlantis casino. On his way out, he stopped at a blackjack machine and started playing. There, he was approached by a security guard who addressed him as Mike. When Jason clarified that he was not Mike and presented the guard with his driver's license, the guard apologized and walked away. However, as Jason attempted to leave, he was surrounded by security guards and handcuffed. He was told that he was under arrest for trespassing.
I just need a break. My shoulders are killing me.
So that's the ID that he presented. I'll be.
Look in the news.
Yeah. Huh. Weird. Very weird. Let me snap a picture of that. I'll run both names.
The casino's AI facial recognition software positively identified Jason as Michael, the man they had trespassed.
Let me step out this way I get better reception.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie now.
Yeah,
That looked like him.
that looks like him.
I see why the AI made mistakes, but
Yeah.
we're gonna talk about that later. But
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It
I mean, I
is.
see why the AI thought that was him, because that looks like him, man.
yes.
That's crazy, y'all.
And it was weird, just to, we'll have to, lift him up and see how tall he is.
Yeah.
It's,
It's on
because
this.
that says he's 5'9", and that says 6'1".
Yeah.
This isn't the only difference between Michael and Jason's IDs. Jason is listed as 7 years younger than Michael and says that he weighs 50 pounds more. As well, the signatures are different. In his report, Officer Jagger wrote, quote, "The associated demographics on each driver's license were fairly similar, with the only major distinction being hazel and blue eyes, which are by their very nature similar eye colors and are dependent upon lighting."
And the pictures are very, I mean, the nose.
Right, and then we have our new system, our new facial recognition system, and that's what it's telling us. It's telling us that it's looking at it, and it's doing that. And then there was another one that came up when he was at our TRK, which is one of our better cameras. This was right before we arrested him. We looked at it and said, "That's him," and it came up
100%. Okay.
100% match.
Yeah. So the software is saying it that it's legit.
Right, and it's
so he
pretty damn accurate.
So either he presented a fake identification the first time, or he's presenting it now. Right. Even if he had a twin, it wouldn't be 100%.
Right.
On the facial, right?
I wouldn't think so, but I don't know, because they say twins share DNA, right?
But
I guess it depends upon if they're identical.
I've seen identical twins where it's like moms can tell them apart.
Right.
So
the other thing that kind of made us feel suspicious, or us managers, was right after our officers made contact and they saw the ID that he's presenting today. And they're like, okay, it's not the same guy. He immediately gets up and starts cashing out, like running for the door. I'm like, okay, if it really wasn't him, why is he running for the door?
Why is he getting ready to leave?
Jason would later explain that earlier that night he played at the Legends Bay Casino, the Nugget Casino, and the El Dorado Casino before arriving at the Peppermill around 11:30 p.m. He claimed that each time he was up $200, he would move on to a new casino, and just before his arrest, he had made $200. He also estimated that prior to the 16th, he had gambled hundreds of times at the Peppermill without incident. After speaking with the Peppermill employee, Officer Jagger calls to check the police records.
What's going on? I have a precarious situation. Trying to positively identify somebody who may have or may be using a fake ID. So I've got two names, two Nevada driver's license numbers and all that. If there's a chance I could have you run both and see if any of them come back and maybe send me pictures in an email of what their IDs come back as?
Yep.
Huh. That is super weird. Do you see resemblance in those?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
But yeah, they're the 83, 78, yeah.
That's super weird. So I have a feeling these are both the same guy, but he has different IDs. That's crazy. Because their software here, they have this facial recognition software here at the Peppermill, and he came back as a 100% match for the character who was previously trespassed.
Yeah,
So this is definitely a weird one. So I have a feeling he's somehow making some fake identification or something, but I mean, if you're pulling them up, then they're legitimate.
Yeah, they're both through the DMV at least. He's somehow able to get them.
With this discovery that both Michael and Jason's IDs are legitimate, Officer Jagger calls his supervisor, once again explaining that the Peppermill's AI technology came back with a 100% match that Jason and Michael are the same person.
Then this guy that they have now detained presents a different ID with a different name, Jason Killinger, and that has a matching photo for him now. I mean, the photos are different photos, but they look like the same exact guy. The only difference is one has a chin goatee. But definitely super weird. So all of these driver's licenses are both valid. So either he is who he says he is, and he's not actually ever actually trespassed, which I doubt because their software is pretty cool, and the fact that he's acting super suspicious. Two, I just have a feeling somehow maybe he's got a hookup at the DMV where he's got two different driver's licenses that are registered with the Department of Motor Vehicles with different names and dates of birth. So, I guess I'll arrest him on that and then just list him as a John Doe and then have him booked in for a wins check. Alrighty, well, that solves that. So you guys got a complaint?
Yeah, well, we have filled out for you.
And then,
we got the statement and all that good stuff.
statement already done. Easy peasy. So, right now, because I can't identify you, man, it's weird. Because, essentially it looks like you have two names. I don't know, man. So, I can't identify you. Unfortunately, that means that they can't cite you.
Officer Jagger collects Jason's things, which includes his driver's license, a Peppermill player's card in the name Jason Killinger, and a debit card from his credit union in the name of Jason Killinger.
If you can't be cited, then you are arrested. So
I'm arrested?
yep, I'm going
to jail?
Yep.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not a joker, man. So you'll be arrested and you'll get fingerprinted up at the jail, and then they'll be able to discern your identity and what the mix-up is with this stuff. I'll be 100% honest. Could legitimately be you have a doppelganger running around, but they are strikingly similar and enough. Their fancy AI technology that reads faces. No, it says it's a 100% match. But at this point, our hands are tied because, you know, a reasonable and prudent person would, based off the software, based off the pictures, based off of even your driver's license picture, make the reasonable conclusion that all three are the same person, just two different IDs with two different names.
Can you look at the back of the IDs? Because I have all the endorsements except for motorcycle and hazmat.
Okay.
Other than that, I got all the endorsements.
But that's the thing is
his a CDL?
So that's the thing is it's either someone else is using your stuff or you're using somebody else's stuff. And unfortunately, you look too much like the guy in that picture, so much so that the fancy computer that does all the face scanning of everybody who walks in this casino makes the same determination that my feeble human brain does. So.
Jason's ID is a Nevada Real ID driver's license. In order to obtain a Nevada Real ID driver's license, a person must present themselves at the DMV with proof of identity such as a birth certificate or a current U.S. passport or U.S. passport card, a social security card, and 2 documents proving Nevada residence.
I can't believe I'm going through this. All I want to do is play some goddamn dice and make some money.
Yeah.
If I got a check stub from my work.
Check stub?
Yeah, would that prove it to you guys?
Honestly, man,
no.
The only way is gotta get your fingerprints out.
Later, Jason would reveal that along with a check stub in his vehicle, he also had a current vehicle registration for his car in his name, a Department of Transportation medical card, a Teamsters Local 533 union card, and a valid vehicle insurance card, all in his name. Officer Jagger's police report would later state that, quote, due to John Doe having conflicting identification, he lacked satisfactory evidence to reasonably assure me that he was who he claimed to be.
It's not me. I don't know what the
Yeah, it's one of those, like I said, man, if it turns out that it's not you, then it's one of those ones you can call the director and be like, hey, man, your software is made it a critical error.
This is what my tax dollars are paying for?
It's not built for comfort.
What the dude?
It's not built for comfort, pal. Very sorry.
Before he leaves, another officer arrives at the casino, and Officer Jagger takes the opportunity to once again explain the situation.
It's super weird because this poor guy might be like legitimately somebody else, and something else. I don't know. Weird call.
Soon, Officer Jagger begins the drive to the Washoe County Detention Facility.
I'll be honest, I don't know what to think because usually those systems are pretty good. Like,
right.
We've used those systems in the past to catch homicide suspects.
Sure.
So, like, they're fairly reliable. So if it comes back, you know, one angle on your face, it was 99%. The other one was 100%.
Is that right?
Yeah, so It's like, it says that you're that guy.
Well, unless I've gone crazy, I'm pretty sure it's not me.
Yeah. You seem like a stand-up guy, and there's probably a really terrible case of mistaken identity.
I can't believe I've been arrested. I've never been arrested. Never. Not once. What the good is the ID then? Why do I even carry that mother? That one young security guard, man, like a robot. That's what pisses me off, is because they don't think, you know. It's like, well, this is what I was taught. Use your head. And then people aren't smart enough to think for themselves. They're just not.
Yep. Fortunately, it's the world we live in. If all goes well, you should be out of those cuffs in the next hopefully 8 to 10 minutes.
Okay, good. All because some asshole that looks like me was sleeping in the casino. It's not me.
Despite Jason's continued protests, Officer Jagger hands him off to the jail staff. Jason's fingerprints were soon submitted for analysis.
Best of luck, man. Sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, so
That's weird.
it's super weird. So it's one of those ones like I genuinely, like I kind of believe him.
Yeah.
It wasn't long before the fingerprint analysis conclusively established that Jason had been telling the truth all along, and he was in fact Jason Killinger. Later that same day, around 4 p.m., Jason was released from the jail on his own recognizance. The day after his release on September 18, 2023, he went to renowned urgent care Vista, where he was diagnosed with a strain of both the right and left shoulder and contusions on both wrists. On July 30, 2025, Jason filed a complaint in federal court against Reno police officer Richard Jagger. While at the jail and after his identity had been confirmed, his arrest papers were changed from John Doe to Jason Killinger. The federal complaint states that this meant Jason would be prosecuted for trespassing, even though Michael had been the only one who was trespassed. According to the complaint, Jason's charge of trespassing was eventually dismissed. However, he now has a criminal record. According to the complaint, facial recognition technology has led to wrongful arrests in Louisiana, New Jersey, Maryland, and Texas. Many cities now conclude that for an arrest there has to be some kind of secondary corroborating evidence that is unrelated before there can be sufficient justification to arrest. Jason Killinger's case remains ongoing. If you'd like to see select new videos or...
Do you see this, man? Let me tell you something, man. Me and you always talk about AI and all that stuff. I have a 10, 20% love, 80% hate for AI. I do not like it at all. Call me a conspiracist. I was one of those guys that believed those movies when I saw the Terminator, when I saw all this stuff of the Matrix and all that stuff and all that. I believed that stuff. I just didn't believe nobody would write that stuff, and there's no truth in it. I was that sci-fi guy back in the day. I believe that computers gonna try to take us over one day, and that's just what I believe. And now they're relying on that, and look at all the mistakes that they made. About to put an innocent man in jail. He telling you this is me, and I love what he said. What the f I got this ID for? But they did look similar.
Yeah, man, you could not have told me that was not him in the beginning. But when they show the IDs together, they don't look alike.
They don't look alike.
But the camera footage looks like the man.
It sure do. That is some crazy stuff right there. I got a question though. Can he sue them for that?
For what? For which one?
The casino.
For like wrong. Like,
yeah.
Being wrongfully arrested or whatever
Yeah.
you would call it. I would say so.
That's crazy.
I'm not a lawyer, but I feel like, yeah, he has a great reason for it. He said, I got my check stub, I got my ID, I got my CDL, info. Like I got all these things where you can corroborate my story. The police officer could have done that, but he didn't. Like he just decided, I'm just go ahead and take him to jail.
He just go, oh, the AI said the face recognition said it was you.
Right.
Man, that is gonna be our downfall. All this trusting in computers, trusting in AI and all that stuff, that's gonna be the downfall of us all. I don't care what nobody say. Yeah, it's making the future better. We getting rich off of it, making money. It's gonna be a downfall. My mom always said, she said, when there's something, she said it's a blessing. It said it's a curse even in blessings.
Yeah.
There's AI and stuff like that is a blessing and a curse. You get, yes, people out here making millions of dollars off it, thousands, but it's gonna take away something at the same time. It kind of this kind of off the subject though, but it kind of remind me of that Twilight Zone episode that I saw when the genie came and asked the man what he want. He said, "I want $1 million." He said, "Oh, it could be yours." Yeah. And the next thing you know, the tax man came. And they said, well, this is what you owe us, $983,000. He said, well, wait a minute, that's all my money. He said, oh yeah. He said, no, that's what you owe us in the tax. You didn't forget about that. So he got mad at the genie, and the genie said, you told me you said I could be rich. This is my wish. He said, you didn't say. I didn't say there wasn't going to be consequences. He said, you said you wanted to be rich, but you didn't say tax free.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the way I feel about AI and all that. It's helping us on one thing. The ChatGPT, Lord, I'm trying to tell you, helping a lot of things, but it's
Yes.
something we giving up behind that. And this is a prime example right here, man. I'm gonna add to it.
This situation right here, it's scary. Because excuse me, because they've already said they got several states where people have been misidentified. What if it had a sinister person, unaliver? You know what I'm saying? Somebody that has really, really done something, and they said that was you.
Yep.
Can you imagine the consequences behind, somebody misidentifying you?
Yeah.
Going with what a computer says instead of their eyes and doing a little bit of research. You just well, the computer says it's you, buddy.
Yep.
So, like, what?
We believe it.
Just do. We are relying now on computers for everything. If which, like you said, there's some blessings in all of it.
Yeah.
For technology reasons, it's amazing.
Yeah.
They have a new cancer screening AI that looks at the thing in a 360 view and can tell a woman whether she has breast cancer or whatever, depending on how it looks based on the images from other people's. So that's a benefit. This right here is scary because you have a burden of proof, and usually with the law, you have to go to court to prove your innocence. They can declare you guilty already by what the AI said.
Yep.
So
it's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of crazy things we have to worry about these days.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure though whether or not who he said he was suing. Was it the police officer or was it the man who arrested him in the casino?
Did he say something about suing?
Yeah,
I thought I said that. I didn't see that.
Oh yeah, they said for his fractured wrists.
Oh yeah, that's right. His shoulders
and some kind of wrist. I don't.
It was the officer.
The one that took him to jail. Okay.
I think that's what I think. I said the officer name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. Why would you arrest him for trespassing? Why would you put him in handcuffs for a non-violent type thing?
I know what you're saying, but they gotta do their job. That's what
I understand that, but I'm just saying, like, why? Like, if it's saying something like trespassing, he's still like, I always think of humanity.
Yeah, we don't.
And why you treat somebody innocent like a criminal?
Yeah, that's the way I feel about the prison system. Like, why would you put somebody who just did a bank fraud, a bad check fraud, in there with murder, unalivers and violent people? It should be a separation. It say the white collar crimes should be with the violence should be with the violent. Let them duke it out in there.
Right. Yeah.
It's just the punishment system. Yeah, y'all, they did wrong, so throw them in there, like throw their ass in there. That's what they think about it. I'm gonna tell you. Oh, what you think?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you the craziest thing I've seen with AI since we're talking about it. When they was doing that Martin Luther King and Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
That was crazy, man. How in the world do they take somebody and get their voice, and with this music?
It's going too far.
It's going too far, man. The music, I don't even want to listen to nobody fake. Nope. Some of the music sound good, but I don't want to hear that.
I'm turned off.
It turns you off, man. You can listen to a song that sound good, and they say AI artist, what the name is?
Monique
Leisha. Something like, just like, hold up now, I ain't used to that though. But I want to tell y'all something though. I got a challenge for y'all. We live in an apartment building. Hear a bunch of noise.
Yes.
Anyway, y'all probably can't hear it because we got the microphones compress the backgrounds. But anyway,
Yeah.
I got a challenge for everybody. I want you to look up this song called "Push the Button" by Nucleus. It's a song that came out in the 80s. Even if you don't want to hear the song, go read the words. And it explains what's going on today. It talked about something that was in the 80s and it's prevalent now. The song is called "Push the Button, Computer Age" by Nucleus. Go look it up and just read those words, and y'all come in the comments and let me know what y'all think about it.
Yes.
I was listening to it. It was about 2 or 3 years ago, and I said, "Baby, this song speaking of a prophecy."
Yes.
It's crazy, man.
They were on it back then. That Nucleus was on a whole nother level. Period.
But that stuff.
But it goes to show you all those movies we were looking at years ago. They already have the technology, because how can you create something in your mind fully that doesn't exist? I know you can.
Yeah.
In terms of your creativity and stuff like that, I know you can do it somewhat. But some of the technology they just don't want us to know.
Yeah.
Or they don't want us to have full control, to use it ourselves. I don't know what has happened that made us now get AI. It's something that has transitioned. When you were saying before, when we lose something, when we gain something, we've lost identity.
Yes, man.
We really haven't had it, because you can't, when it says when it comes to government telling you what to do, like if you, prime example of what the video that I sent you this morning, a man wanted to unalive himself. He had, I think he had somebody on the phone with him. Somebody called 911, called the police. They were trying to talk him out of it while he was on live. And when the police got there, they ended up unaliving him. But how do you take the choice away from him to end his own life by telling him, "I'm going to end yours so you can't end your own life"?
Right.
That lets you know we don't have control of our own selves.
Right.
And we gave up every other thing that we did have control of to AI. We've given up our thoughts, our voice,
everything.
We've given us our face.
Yep.
Like, this is all we've had. This is everything in us is all we've had, and we've unknowingly given it up to I want to say an entity that we don't even know its full capability. That's scary.
And some people they're gonna be in the comments, "Oh, y'all taking it too far.
It's always
taking it too deep. It's gonna be somebody.
Always some Looney
It's not that
Tunes."
serious.
Yeah.
Y'all just taking it. It's gonna benefit us and all that stuff. Watch and see, and that's all I can say.
Every
and
movie.
It's bad. It's bad that Martin Luther King and Michael Jackson and all those people that they did those AIs for can't rest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's scary. I don't care nobody say. I love it for one thing, but at the same time, it's scary. And prime example is this guy right here. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like our IDs don't matter. Whatever the computer say, that's what matters to them. That's what I really got to say about it.
I was just gonna say, last thing is just every movie has shown us it's going to end with our demise.
Right.
There's no end to it. Once you take away jobs, once you take away our identity, what do you need us for?
Yep.
And then most of us aren't really doing the right things to contribute or progress us as a people, humanity.
Yep.
Like we're taking it back. We're messing up the waters. We're messing up all the natural land. We're messing up the animals, everything. So when somebody has to be the blame for the demise of the planet, who do you think is going to blame?
Yep. True.
And they're going to want to take us out. They were like, "It's you all that are the blame." Yep.
I have a little faith in humanity that we won't let it go that far.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, when they start acting up, I do have that much faith in us because we as men, we still have power. But I just think about, before we go, I just want to say this: all those things that was convenient for us was all a setup.
Yep.
Put your finger on this phone.
Yes.
Voice recognition.
Yes.
Google. Can you look this up for me? And they was
Yes.
sitting there the whole time taking our voices. But it's convenient for us though, because we lazy. We don't want to type.
Right.
You know how it is. It's like all those things, all those times was really set up. Then you make mistakes like this.
Right.
Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for the love and support on this channel. Come to the comments. That's what we live for. I want to hear what y'all got to say in the comments. Until next time, y'all be safe out there.
Yeah.
Trust in the AI because it's crazy. Don't get caught slipping on camera.